Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Should I look at you or the camera?
The camera, please.
Doing great.
Thank you for being here. Can you please tell us your name and the story about your name?
My name is Chelsey Pruitt. I always wished I had a cool story about my name, but really I was born in 1995. I think my parents had Chelsea Clinton on their mind. They never really had a reason. They just liked the name Chelsey. I tried looking up the meaning to try to add some depth. It means chalk, like writing chalk, so there's really not much going on there. But I like my name regardless.
Thank you. What are 3 words or phrases that describe your background and why those words, phrases are important to you?
Oh, specifically my background. Well, my background, I'd say I grew up really loved, so loved would be one word, and I'm really thankful for that, and I think that shaped my worldview, that I grew up in secure, stable household, knowing my worth. I would say curiosity. That was really fostered in me, and I think that's a value I hold today, of just staying curious about the world. And I also grew up privileged, with a lot of privileges, which I feel like is important to me now, to acknowledge that and understand that and work to build a world where everyone can have access to the things I had.
Nice. What is your favorite holiday or festival, and why is it your favorite?
Favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, because I love gratitude and I love eating food and I love laying on the couch. I feel like other holidays, you have to do stuff, go on family hikes. No, I just want to sit on the couch all day. Thank you.
That's funny. How has discrimination, bias, or stereotyping impacted you or someone you know or love?
Back to growing up pretty privileged, I personally haven't experienced much prejudice, even as a biracial woman, but in my work every day I see how that's not the same experience for most people. I work on the east side of San Jose, and every day my friends are stopped or harassed or treated differently because of their immigration status or color of their skin or language, and I hate that.
Thank you. What stereotypes do you defy?
Well, as a Filipino American, I think I'm up against the model minority myth. I think there's a lot of colorism in our community as well. I think the myth, or what was the question again?
What stereotypes do you defy? Have you defied?
I wonder if even stereotypes around what women can achieve or women have to be at home or have to do these kinds of jobs, I feel like even by carving out a career for myself, helping defy some of those expectations.
Are there any specific words or actions that others do or say that make you experience discrimination, exclusion, or marginalization? I know you said you never really experienced that, but have you ever felt marginalized in any way, shape, or form? Have you ever felt that you are not accepted? People like you are not accepted. People from your background are not accepted in a certain place, environment.
Yeah, I don't know if this is exactly what you're getting at, but I have experienced feeling tokenized. And I went to school in Washington, D.C., where there were fewer Asian Americans, or a lot of my classmates just didn't know any people of color. And again, I'm only half Filipino, half white, but just the idea of being tokenized and looked to as the one Asian person who knows everything on all Asian culture, or being the butt of jokes, or just all the classic stereotypes of you eat what, and your food smells like this, and your people don't know this, and they're backwards, and that just sucks.
Okay, thank you. Are there any words or actions or indifference on your part that you feel contribute to othering in your neighborhood, schools, community?
Can you say it one more time?
Are there any words or actions on your part that you feel contribute to othering in your neighborhood, school, or community?
That I contribute to the othering.
I guess what I'm asking, have you ever been the one who makes the jokes?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I currently live in Fremont, which has a really high Indian population, and I don't know, like, I historically haven't known much about Indian culture, and so I feel like I've even been guilty of just assuming things about, oh, well, all my neighbors, maybe it's because they're Indian, they do this, or talk this way, or act this way. And so, yeah, I'm a part of that too. I need to unlearn some of that.
What one idea, thought, quote, practice would you most like to go viral and teach the world?
Oh my gosh, one thought or quote. I feel like I have nothing new to add to the conversation, but I'm very thankful for those people who teach me gratitude and humility. If we could just practice that, I think we'd be in way better shape.
The final question, Chelsey. What are the main themes of your personal life story that you feel are the most important for others to know to understand who you are?
I feel.
What would you want me to know about you that I don't know as far as who you are?
I have always felt like a boring person growing up, and like I said, had a pretty uneventful upbringing. And I think my kind of boring trajectory was intercepted by this work of community organizing. And so it's important for myself and for people to know that, like, my trajectory has shifted, and I am trying to live my life in a way that's part of a bigger movement, something bigger than myself, and that's really important to me. The work I do, I'm really grateful for. I acknowledge that it wasn't the story I was born into to be a part of this organizing work, but it's something I was adopted into and welcomed into. And so that's important context, and I'm trying to live my life inviting others into this space as well, because I really do believe that we need all of us to build something better.
Thank you, Chelsey. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.